What's up, guys? It's Chris, and today we're talking about my top tips for the iPhone, guys.
What's up, guys? We are at it's Christmas Eve. Okay. Mission.
These are my top 10 tips, and basically these are tips and tricks I've learned over using the iPhone basically since the beginning. So it's something everybody should know, but if you haven't, I'll also include the time codes so you can just see the tips you want. Alright, we'll start with tip 1 and work our way up to 10. Basically, we're going to get harder as we go, so more advanced tips and tricks will be going as we go. So tip number 1 is a little trick inside the Note app. So I use the Notes app for everything because it syncs across all my devices, my laptop, my iPad, my phone. So what you want to do is, it's very simple. If you already have a list made and you want to indent, all you got to do is click to edit, and then if you want to indent, you just swipe over. If you want to unindent, you slide back. And that works for each thing in your list. And here's what it looks like without my hand in the way. Tip number 2 is going to be inside the messaging app. So basically, anytime you have the keyboard open anywhere and you're typing a message and you want to go back, if you hold down on the spacebar, basically it creates a mouse. That mouse allows you to go wherever you want. So if you need to go in between these two C's, you can do that and just scroll back, boom, you're there. And then you can start typing from there. Anytime you hold down the spacebar, it allows you to do that. Now, if you had several lines of text and it was 2 lines, if you hold down the spacebar, it also works as a mouse so that you can jump up, down, side to side, and get wherever you need to go. Then you just let go, start typing. Tip number 3, this is for inside Safari. So if you open up your web browser and you're on a mobile website, if you click these little letters up in the top left-hand corner, that's what gives you all your options. So if you want to see it as a full website and not a mobile website, there you go. And it allows you to actually be on the full website. Also, if you click there, it gives you all your settings, your privacy report, which will tell you what kind of data it's collecting from you. Just tap there and you can go back and forth. Tip number 4 is how to share a screen grab. So how you do a screen grab or a print screen or a save screen is you simply press the up volume and the power button at the same time. That takes a picture of the screen, but here's where the tip and trick comes in. Normally you would press it and you get all your options. Say you don't want to do that. So what you would do is you would click the 2 buttons to do the screen print, then you long press. Long press takes you straight into the save menu, and you can directly save it, send it to one of your friends, send it to anybody you want. All your options are there, and you don't have to actually go into the menu, because most of the time when you're doing this, you just want to share whatever you've seen on the screen or what's going on, or whether it's a funny thing on Instagram or something like that. You just want to save it, so you just click send and it will send it. Tip number 5 is for quickly sharing your locations inside the iMessage app. So if you're in the iMessage app and you type I'm at, it's going to give you your current location setting. If you click on that current location, it's going to send exactly where you're at. Tip number 6 is if you're inside the music app. Once inside the music app, you're listening to a song. If you really like that song and you want to hear more like it, if you long press on that song, it gives you the option to go ahead and create station. You click create station, it's going to create a station that is similar music to that for you and just build it up. Tip number 7 is if you're inside the photo app. So if you're inside the photo app and you want to take a video, if you press the volume down button and hold it, it will start taking video right then. If you let go, it will stop taking video and you'll be right back in the photo app and you can take pictures. Tip number 8 is inside the timer app. So if you open up your timer, if you do a countdown, say whatever you want it to do, if you click on what you want to happen, if you hit stop playing, then set, and then start your timer, what happens is after your timer runs to 0, it will turn off. So if you're listening to a podcast, if you're watching a movie, and it's going to turn itself off and then stop whatever it's doing and then lock the phone. So I know a lot of parents that use this as kind of a timer for, they'll set it for a movie or their kids playing games. When that's over, it locks the phone. If your kids don't have your passcode, it locks the phone and they're done using it. Tip number 9 is going to be back tap. Now this is a little more advanced feature, but it's one I use all the time. And what it allows you for is to set the back of your iPhone, basically where that Apple symbol is, to actually be a button. And so a lot of people don't know about this. I use it all the time and people ask me about it all the time. So here's how you get into it, and then I'll show you what it looks like. You go to your settings. Inside your settings, you're going to click accessibility. After you go to accessibility, you're going to scroll all the way down where it says touch. Inside of touch, on the bottom is back tap. As you can see, mine is on. Once you do that, it allows you to set it. As you can see, mine are set to control center and camera. And so it allows you to double tap and triple tap. So here's what it looks like. If I double tap, it opens up my control center. If I triple tap, it opens up my camera. And that is just by tapping. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And for tip number 10. Tip number 10 seems to be one of everybody's favorites and I get asked about all the time. It is how to make your phone talk to you when you charge it. So I'm just going to set it on the charger.
Thanks, I needed some power.
And you can basically make it a custom message and have it do whatever you want. So let me walk you through those steps. All right, how you do this is you're going to get into the Shortcuts app. When you open it, it's going to look like this. You're going to click in the middle bottom, which says Automation. After you click Automation, as you can see, I have some automation set up. You're going to click on the plus in the top right-hand corner. After getting there, you're going to create a personal automation. After you create your personal automation, it gives you this menu. If you scroll to the bottom, it's going to say charger. If you click on that, it's going to give you a couple options. I have it set to when it's connected so that it says it when it's connected. So then you click next in the top right hand corner. Then you click add action. And then if you type in text, it's going to give you your text options under actions. If you click on text, it's going to give you a little window where you can type to say whatever you want it to say. So you can make it say, how mine says is, thanks, I needed power. You click next, and then it's going to do that. Now, where it says ask before running, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And then you don't want it to ask, you just want it to do it. You click done in the top right hand corner, and it's all set. And then you're simply plugging it in, just like normal.
Thanks, I needed some power.
And it's going to do that each time you plug it in. And here's a couple bonus tips. Inside the iMessage app, you often see people leave the emojis. There's 2 ways to get to the emojis. So if you double tap, it takes you. If you long press, it takes you. So it's pretty simple. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people use one or the other and don't know the other one exists. That's just a quick way to do it. And bonus number 2 is how I keep my phone minimal with just 2 pages. So I have the main home screen with everything I use all the time, and then I have just the app library. With that, it's just simple. If you long press, you see these 2 dots. When you click on them, it gives you an option. If the screen is checked, it shows it. If it's unchecked, it does not show it. And the less screens you have, the more power it saves on your phone. So then you simply click it to get out of it. So I don't have a bunch of pages to swipe through. I have just the 2 pages.